Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to understand some very confusing topic, and that is present perfect and present perfect continuous tense, and the use of for with the last and for without last. Okay. For example, I have worked with her for 5 years, and I have worked with her for the last 5 years. They could mean different things. When we say for the last 5 years, it means I started working 5 years ago and I still work. But when I say I have worked with her for 5 years, it could mean that I do not work with her now. Okay, in the past, I worked with her for 5 years. Similarly, I have lived with her for 5 years. I have lived with her for the last 5 years. They mean the same thing. When we use for the last 5 years, means I still live. And without the last means I do not live now. I lived in the past. Okay. But there are some verbs. For example, no. I have known her for 5 years and I have known her for the last 5 years. They mean the same thing, no difference in meaning at all. Okay? Because of the verb know. Know is such a verb that once started and cannot be stopped. Okay? So here know is such a verb where for the last 5 years and for 5 years they mean the same thing, no difference at all in the meaning. Okay, keep it in mind. But look at another verb, be. Okay, I have been with her for 5 years. I have been with her for the last 5 years. They mean the different things. Okay, when we say for the last 5 years means I still live with her, I'm still with her. But when I say I have been with her for 5 years means I was with her in the past. Okay, but not now. Okay, we use present perfect continuous to say that something started in the past and still happening. So here in this case we can use for the last 5 years and for 5 years both without any difference in meaning. Okay, I've been living here for 3 years, I've been living here for the last 3 years. They mean the same thing because of the present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous means started in the past and still happening. So here for 5 years and for the last 5 years, don't make any difference in meaning. Okay, because of present perfect continuous they mean the same thing. But when you use them in the present perfect, be careful with for plus period of time and for the last plus period of time. Okay, they could mean different things. And one more thing I'd like to add to this, that if you are using a stative verb in the present perfect continuous tense, means for the same meaning that present perfect continuous tense has, don't use this in the present perfect continuous tense. Use in the present perfect instead, but use for the last plus period of time. Okay, this way you are safe. You are not going to confuse people. For example, I have loved you for 3 years. I have loved you for the last 3 years. Use for the last 3 years to mean that I started loving you 3 years ago and I still love. Use for the last. Okay, because it might mean something different. If I say I have loved you for 3 years, could mean that I loved you in the past. I loved you for 3 years in the past, but now I hate you. Okay, so it could mean something different. So in order to make the sense of something happening now, even now, used for the last plus period of time. And that's all for today. And if you think the video was of any help to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.